Y'all, what up, y'all? I just had to start the video like that, y'all. Cause dang, man. Today we covering Birmingham attorney outlines possible crimes Carlee Russell may have committed, man. I'm not sure the context of this, if they're talking about crimes in her past history or associating with this case. But you guys know the Carlee Russell case, man, out of Alabama, it seems to be taking a left turn. Now, if the information I'm finding out is true, the information, well, let's get right to it, is basically that she faked the whole thing. They're saying that this is all fake. She fled or something like that for people to assume that she was kidnapped to return home and then just to get a bunch of attention. I don't know, y'all. I really do not know. We're obviously going to watch details as far as this video from WVTM 13 News. I'm guessing that's local to Alabama. But, man, this is crazy. If she really faked all this, shame on her, man. Everybody was throwing out prayers, throwing out support. A lot of resources went into finding her, to where it's just like, for it to be a whole facade, this would be a crazy story. My thing is, how does she end up having the upper hand? How does she disappear to where even police can't even find her? You know what I'm saying? Like, she that good to where she can evade and escape the police? Someone's saying she took a bus ticket to a next door city, so she was out of the area. So obviously they couldn't find her within the area or within the vicinity they were looking for her at or within. But my thing is, how did she escape so quickly off the side of the highway if she really ran away? This is a crazy story, man, especially since everybody, the outpour of love and people was, focused on this and that, trying to find her. I made several videos on this, thinking that she was really kidnapped, man. And the details to the story are kind of odd because she shows up on foot at home on her own. Some people were saying they see a truck in the neighborhood that dropped her off. Shout out to Nick's Random Views for subscribing to the channel. Somebody said they seen a truck in the neighborhood, a gray truck dropped her off. But that's all speculation. Nobody can confirm that. Now, as we go further into the story, they're mentioning that she showed up on her own, which is fishy. You know what I mean? It's kind of weird. So I'm not going to jump the gun, jump conclusions, but it's very unfortunate if this story turns out to be a hoax. You know what I'm saying? That she staged the whole thing. That's just despicable. You know what I mean? But, let me know y'all's thoughts so far. Comment down below. Like, comment, subscribe, hit notification bell. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, /Fabian. It's the road to a million, man. Peace, love to everybody rocking with the channel. Everybody out there. This is a reaction channel. If you have recommendations, put them down in the comment section below. I'll do my best to accommodate. With that being said, check out the playlist page on my channel to get a form or a sense of the different forms of content I drop on this channel. So, peace, love, prosperity, man. Let's hop into this video and see what they got to say.
Nation for the last week. The Carlee Russell case has caught the attention of the nation for the last week. It was a week ago she vanished on I-459. Carlee telling police she stopped to help a child on the side of the road, and then she was kidnapped. She would escape days later in West Hoover. Carlee says she ran through the woods until she made it back home. That was late Saturday night.
Hoover police do not believe a child was on the side of the road at any point. Carlee's call was the only report they received last week. So what's next? WVTM 13's Lisa Crane has been following this story closely for the past week.
She joins us live again in Hoover this evening with an interesting perspective tonight on just about everything that we know so far.
Yeah, so many shocking details came out of that press conference yesterday. It was a lot to process, but we know police are still investigating this case. They did tell us yesterday they really couldn't corroborate any of the details Carlee Russell had given them. We spoke to a Birmingham attorney today to get his take on it.
That's what I think happened.
Eric Guster spent years as a criminal defense attorney. He says, like the rest of the country, he was pulled into the Carlee Russell case. He says while police didn't come out and say it at the press conference, the message was clear.
She said she was kidnapped and the kidnapping didn't happen. Our citizens are safe. There's not a kidnapper out there. So they use every almost synonym for lie except saying,
What, bro? First off, let me stop you there. He said our citizens are safe. There's never any kidnappers out there, bro. What are you talking about? Is that what he really just said? Let's take it back, man.
Come out and say it at the press conference. The message was clear.
She said she was kidnapped and the kidnapping didn't happen. Our citizens are safe. There's not a kidnapper out there.
Bro, like, who are you to be able to predict a kidnapping? Not to say that, whatever she discussed or her point of view is valid. That's not what I'm trying to say is, but like, for you to just, oh, our city is safe. There's never any kidnappings going on. God forbid the next day somebody get kidnapped. What are you going to say then? What is you talking about, bro? You can't predict when some issue's going to happen. Like, that's just some cockiness, man. Humble yourself, bro. Humble yourself.
So they use every almost synonym for lie except saying she lied.
He says the search for Carlee wasted the time and money of law enforcement and concerned community members. The father of murder victim Anaya Blanchard wrote about it on his Facebook page, saying his wounds had been reopened and it wasn't okay to bring his family into the search.
Imagine going and
reopened.
As you know, I don't post, but wounds have been reopened. During this process, I have to state that I have Jesus Christ to heal me, and that's all. This is not the way I want to feel. But for the people who made contact to check on me, thank you. Today was not a good day. I simply consumed myself with work to avoid the coverage. I'm laying here just in tears, but I'm good. Chelsea Clark, my daughter, checked on me. I appreciate her. This is not okay. Please understand this is not okay to put my family through this by bringing Anaya Blanchard up during this. My daughter was kidnapped, and she was really fighting for her life. People don't want to type this hurt. So you have people who really have children, that are, parents who really had children went missing, kidnapped, died, murdered, whatever it was, never to be found to this day, that actually went through real trauma. And then you got somebody who just made a joke about it, lied about it, used, resources, police resources, for a hoax, which is just the lowest of the low, man. You got people who really deal with these situations, who really lost children, and you're out here just clowning. This is crazy to me, bruh. Wildness.
And it wasn't okay to bring his family into the search.
Imagine going and searching for someone and they're off doing something else and they're never in danger. And you're thinking about saving this person's daughter and yours was not saved. Beyond angry, super livid, that would be me.
Guster says he worries this case could affect
I just don't know if y'all guys, so how y'all use this, y'all use all these resources and time and still weren't able to find her. This is why I don't understand. How is she able to fool y'all? Was it just because she took a bus ticket out of town and she was nowhere to be found, so y'all assumed, oh, something happened? Come on, with all the, I just would think that law enforcement would be a little bit more privy. They'd be more ahead. Oh, we connected to the dots, man. There was never a kid. Maybe they knew this all along and they just didn't release the information to the public. But come on, man. How's she gonna waste that much money and time and resources for y'all to not know she's running y'all in circles?
Missing persons cases.
It's going to be much more difficult for African American women to be believed, and it may actually decrease the number of actual reports of things because people are already afraid that they won't be believed.
He says right now Carlee needs an attorney to advise her on how to respond to police.
If I was Carlee's attorney, I would speak for her. I would not allow her to speak to the police, because anything she says can and will be used against her. I would speak for her. I would go to the mayor. I would go to the police chief and figure out if there's something we could do. That's what I would do.
Now, Guster says the police chief outlined 3 crimes that they believe Carlee has committed. That's theft, lying to authorities, and filing a false police report. He says he is shocked that Carlee has not been arrested on those charges.
That's what I'm saying.
Ivan Hoover, Lisa Crane, WVTM 13.
So, I mean, she's gonna face charges, right? She can't just get away with something like this. So they're positive she lied about everything, bro, at this point. Wow. Wow. It's crazy. Just the extent that the lengths that people go to today just to get some attention. This social era, bro. Like, what was she dealing with in order for this to be valid for her? A bad home life? I don't know. No personal life, so she needed attention. I don't know, man. This is just crazy. Comment down below y'all's thoughts on this one in the comment section below. But this is disgusting, despicable. Like I said, mentioning parents who've actually had to deal with kidnapped children. Kids they never found to this day. Kids that never returned home. And like, it's like the boy who cried wolf. Yeah, like he was saying, at this point in time, people ain't gonna believe you now. And it may just be applicable to various people who are, reporting kidnappings or things that they see. Now, police are going to take these cases with caution. which is only going to hurt people who actually need the help. You know what I mean? So it's unfortunate, man. Comment down below y'all's thoughts on this one in the comment section below, man. Peace, love, prosperity to everybody rocking with the channel. Everybody out there, God bless. We'll catch you guys in the next video. We out.